One of the biggest things you have to deal with right now when you're trying to buy a home in North Texas is how to cover the gap between the purchase price and the appraised value. Because in many cases, you're going to have to overbid to get that property. So what do? Hi, this is Todd Baker, your certified mortgage planner with Service First Mortgage. I'm going to show you one way to get some money to help you actually cover that gap. Let me show you how it works. So if you qualify for down payment assistance program, down payment assistance can actually not only help with your cash to close, but the program itself promotes as a way to use these funds to cover an appraisal gap. And if you look, I'm going to do a quick review on how the down payment assistance works. So first off, let me go over today's interest rates and what kind of grants you can get. So there are two different programs. One's a grant and one is a forgivable second lien. The grant just means you're given the money, you don't have to pay it back. The second one is it's a second lien for 3 years. So you're given the money, but as long as you keep the loan in the house for 3 years, then after that, it's forgivable and you don't have to pay it back. And the real distinction is you can see on the grant, it has a little bit higher rates versus the forgivable second lien for FHA, VA, and USDA. The other thing is the second liens are a little bit easier to get approved through the automated underwriting system, which is part of what we have to do as loan professionals for you. And how it works is this 3%, 4%, and 5%, what it means is that's of the loan amount. So let's say you were buying a house for $300,000 and you were doing the 5% grant, that would give you $15,000 to help with down payment and closing costs. Well, what if you had the cash, but you had the cash to buy the $300,000 house with, say, an FHA loan or maybe a conventional loan down here with one of the down payment assistance programs, but you didn't have the cash to cover $10,000 or $15,000 over the of the purchase price for the appraisal, you could use one of these programs to do that. So it's a very creative way to take advantage of these programs to cover that appraisal gap. Now there is a caveat, and that is that despite the minimum scores you probably saw in the video, 620, is all these down payment assistance programs are capped by income. And I'm just going to show you real briefly what that looks like. So we can come back up here under the lenders portal and you can look at income limits and guidelines, and it'll actually have a spot for income and purchase limits. Purchase limits have pretty much been eliminated, but you still have income guidelines. I just want to give you a quick snapshot of this so you sort of see how it works. Let me pause this and bring this up. So for DFW, what's called the non-targeted areas, and that's sort of what you want to tow, because I'm not going to get into the distinction between targeted and non-targeted in this video, but what you want to look at is for DFW, so you got Dallas and Fort Worth covered, right? And that covers these counties. So it's pretty much all of North Texas where the primary metroplex is. For the Dallas side, you're looking at 111,250. And then for Johnson, Parker, and Tarrant counties, 101. So here's the thing. If you're an agent or if you're a homeowner and you need additional funds, and that's your real impediment, this is a great way to do it. I'm an expert at what I do. Reach out to me. I'd love to help you. Hope you have a great weekend and a great day.